Making donuts usually takes over 1 hour to prepare, which is very hectic to some people. But we are going to be making these donuts for around 30 minutes and they're going to turn out absolutely amazing and just yummy. As you can see, I've already presented my donuts. We have some sugar-coated donuts and plain donuts, and it's totally worth trying because each and every bite is going to be so good. In regular donut recipes, you usually use yeast, but in this recipe, we're going to be using baking powder, which is going to shorten up the process of making donuts, and the donuts are going to turn out perfect, just as the yeast one. In your mixing bowl, you're going to be adding in the dry ingredients. So I'm going to start off with 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Then next, I'm going to add in baking powder, which is going to help our donuts to fluff up, some nutmeg for some flavor, sugar to add in sweetness to our donuts, and then I'm going to be adding in salt. Using a whisk, I'm going to whisk in the dry ingredients until fully combined. That is going to take around 30 seconds. And in my jug, I'm going to be adding in some milk and an egg. Add in some melted margarine. You can also add in some melted butter, which is going to add in a very nice flavor. Then using my whisk, I'm going to whisk in the wet ingredients until fully combined. And then I'm going to mix in the wet ingredients together with the dry until fully combined. And I'm going to be using a spatula to mix up my ingredients. So slowly I'm going to add in the wet as I use my spatula to stir in the wet ingredients into the dry. As you're stirring in all the ingredients together, you'll catch a very nice aroma from the nutmeg. So I can't wait for the mini donuts to be ready. This is how your dough should be looking like. As you can see, it's not very sticky. It's soft, so it's easy to work with. So you're going to wait for the cooking oil to get ready. That is going to take around 1 to 2 minutes, and you'll get yourself some extra all-purpose flour, around 2 tablespoons, which you're going to be using to mold your dough and drop into the cooking oil. You can also use an ice cream scoop to scoop out your dough, or a spoon. I'm going to be using my hands. To check if your oil is ready, you're going to insert a skewer. Once you notice small bubbling, just like mine, the oil is ready. And if you happen to notice roughly bubbling bubbles, the oil is super hot. So you're going to reduce the flames to medium low so that the oil can cool a little bit so that you can add in your dough. If you add your dough when your cooking oil is very hot, what will happen is it will cook on the outside super fast, so the inside won't be cooked. So I'm going to dust my hand a little bit with some all-purpose flour. Then I'm going to pinch my dough. Remember, the donuts are very little, just like this, bite-sized piece. So I'm going to mold a little bit, and then I'm going to carefully drop into my cooking oil. And then I'm going to be adding in some more, around 5 to 8 pieces of dough, because I don't want to overcrowd my frying pan. You're going to cook your donuts for around 1 minute per side. What will happen is the donuts are going to brown, evenly brown on the outside, and they're going to cook on the inside. So I'm going to be using a skewer to help me to flip the donuts as they're cooking, and they're getting that lovely golden brown color that I'm looking for. You're going to scoop out your donuts and transfer to a plate lined with kitchen paper towel so that they can drain off the excess oil. As you can see, the donuts have doubled up in size. That's the reason I was saying you mold the dough into a bite-sized dough. I don't know if it makes sense. So I've already formed the rest of the dough. So I'm going to carefully drop into my cooking oil. Make sure the dough is evenly paste because it's going to double up in size. The texture of the donut is going to be super soft on the crunchy on the outside and super soft on the inside, as you can see. So immediately the donuts are from the cooking oil. You're going to add in a third cup of caster sugar to a plate, and then you're going to be coating the donuts. So lovely. The kids are going to enjoy this part. Flip the donuts so that they can cook on the other side, and the aroma in the kitchen is just incredible. So the total time for cooking our donut is going to be around 3 minutes over medium-low flame. I find that using a skewer is much easier to a skimmer because the skimmer can break down the donuts as they're cooking. So if you don't have a long skewer just like me, you can use a skimmer. So I'm going to be transferring my sweet donuts, which I've already coated with the caster sugar, to my plate over here. Is it a plate? It's a pie pan. And once you're done cooking your donuts, you're going to scoop out, shake off the excess oil, and transfer to your plate, which you have lined with kitchen paper towel to drain off the excess oil. They look so lovely and delicious. I'm going to pick one donut and split in the middle, and as you can see, the texture on the inside is the same as the regular yeast donuts. This is how I've presented my donuts, and as you can see, the presentation is 100% bomb. So the donuts have turned out fantastic. I love how we have some sugar-coated donuts and plain donuts. I'm going for the plain donuts. But as for the kids, they are going for the sugar donuts. Yeah, you know, kids with sugar. So this is a very nice way that you can serve up some delicious sweet donuts to your family, and everyone is going to enjoy or pick their favorite donut, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll be trying out this easy and simple sweet donut recipe. Yeah.